The Kardashians. I'm certain Mason moved into Scott's house because of Travis and Kourtney's PDA. The Kardashian star Kourtney Kardashian was all about motherhood until she fell in love with Travis Barker. I'm convinced that Kourtney went too far with the PDA. Now, her firstborn Mason Disick's living with Scott Disick. After she met Travis, Kourtney's life seemed so perfect, as tranquil as a calm blue sea on a cloudless summer day. However, there were dangers under the surface. When Mason decided to leave his mother and live with his father, Kourtney hit the rocks. Yes, she's got the man of her dreams, but nothing matters more than a child. Mason has always been very important to Kourtney. When she was pregnant with him, her pregnancy and delivery were shown on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She was thrilled. She couldn't wait to be a mother. Since Mason was born on December 14, 2009, she's been devoted to him. He grew up while the cameras rolled, and as he matured, it was clear that he was a very intelligent child. Funny and razor sharp, he has star quality. However, Mason's sick of being a celebrity. Unfortunately, his mother, wildly in love, wants to show off. Welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you remain updated on your favorite celebrities. When Kourtney's in love, she loses it. She forgets where she is and who she is. Life is all about expressing her red-hot passion all the time. With Scott, she was so naive, so trusting. He was clearly a shady dude, and fans went after him when she moved on. During their romance, she kept trying to believe his lies. It was actually sad, as Kourtney was for real, never faking her feelings. She really did deserve better than Scott, who cheated on her and called the other woman my wife on his cell phone. The end was cold. It was more like an ice storm than an erupting volcano. The love Kourtney felt was buried under layers of frost. She'd learned to numb herself. She sealed herself off from Scott emotionally, no longer willing to deal with his substance abuse issues, his lying, and his inability to grow up. She wanted more. For years, she'd been friends with Travis, who didn't really have a better reputation as a partner. With new love came intense PDA that no one could ignore. It was everywhere. Kourtney and Travis were making out in the most inappropriate places. They even had a smoldering PDA session at Disneyland. They stopped short of doing it, but boy, did they get close. They managed to avoid churches and so on, but clearly, they were in the first flush of romance, and didn't care who saw them. If they wanted to do something, they did it. Sometimes, the kids were around. No, there isn't any proof that Kourtney's constant physical craving for Travis is the reason why Mason moved out, choosing to live with his father instead. However, it's hard to look at all of that PDA without putting two and two together. Mason is 14, and watching his mother make out with Travis is going to evoke a strong cringe reaction. One major problem with it is that Kourtney's not making out with Mason's father, it's another man. Mason had to grow up with cameras following him. Kids need privacy, they need space to chill out without the entire world staring at them and judging them. Parents who put their kids on TV get criticized, and maybe some of that shade is valid. Yes, children may seem to enjoy what's happening, but there are times when it's just too much. Mason doesn't want the flood of Instagram photos anymore, and he's been trying to stay out of pictures for a while. He asked Kourtney not to post stuff featuring him, and she's honored his request. Kourtney loves her son. However, tellingly, after asking his mother not to post pics of him on her Instagram, Mason let Scott post a picture of them together on a plane. It appeared on Scott's Instagram feed on July 23, 2024. Of course, there's always the chance that Scott posted that photo without his son's permission. The picture sent a message that Mason is fine with being photographed with dad, not mom. That may not be the correct interpretation, but it seemed that way, and, of course, Scott knew that it would. Things seem a bit strained between Kourtney and Mason right now, but it may not really be that bad. He still loves his mother, maybe he's not comfortable living with a stepfather. That stuff is quite commonplace. Kids often spend extended periods of time with one parent, and then another, after their parents split up. Scott and Kourtney will always be there for their kids, and Mason is probably old enough to decide what's best. The Kardashian star Mason is growing up, and if he wants privacy and to live in dad's home, there's nothing wrong with that. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and click the notification bell.